We are back for another AI Wednesday. I'm gonna put my reference photo right over here. So in the reference photo, you could see that these two nails are different. So in my video, I decided to have them the same color in purple. And all of these two here for the nail art, I'm gonna kind of pick and choose which one I want to do. But a lot of the nail art in this AI photo when you break it down, it's just lines and dots. For the first image, if I pull it back up again, I'm gonna do the one on the top on the ring finger. I'm gonna go in with a dotting tool first, and I'm gonna do, let's start with the flowers that look a little bit bigger. Let's start with the flowers. I can either keep the flower like this, or if I want to, I'm just going to take my dry art brush and just pull this down in the center on either side like this. Okay, and then I'm going to flash cure this real quickly. Now on here, I'm gonna add, if you look on the same image, I'm gonna zoom it in, there's a little teeny thing of like purple. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in with a really small dotting tool like this, and I'm gonna take my lighter purple, and I'm gonna do, it's almost like a little lilac, and I'm gonna go in with this little teeny purple and the dotting tool. Just do something like this. Wipe this off. Go here. Then go in with a even smaller one. I'm gonna go in with the darker purple and add some darker dots in here to kind of give this a little bit of dimension. I'm gonna go in now with my art brush, and I'm gonna add some of those green little leaves. So I'm gonna use a combination of this and the darker one. Teardrops like this, and that green will almost like marbleize when I mix the two of them together. So I go in with a little bit of green and a darker green, so it'll look like this on the brush. Anywhere I want that leaf, so a tiny little thing like this. And I'm gonna add a couple leaves over here. Go back in, pick 2 colors up at the same time. And I'm just gonna fill this bottom part with leaves, just tiny little leaves like that. I'm gonna go back in with this light pink right over here. And in the image, there's tiny little like dots. So I'm just gonna use these as little, it's almost like little fallen petals, in my opinion. Okay, and now I'm gonna put this in a lamp for a full cure. I'm gonna pop the image back on, and for the next snail, we're gonna do this one. So it has those green leaves, the little like lilac or purple flowers, and that one big purple flower on the bottom. So that's what I'm gonna concentrate onto next. I still have all the same colors on my palette. So we're gonna go in with really kind of small dots and the same concept with the leaves. So let's get started. Image. I'm gonna do that green leaf right around over here. So I'm gonna take my darker green. I'm gonna load the brush up. And I just want a fine line going this way. And remember that purple is gonna go on top of some of this. Okay, so now that we have this green line, I'm gonna work off of this and do those green petals like I did on the other flower. And now remember before, I have my clean brush. I just used a lint-free wipe. I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna do this middle color green and dip into the dark green. So remember, it's gonna look like this on my brush. And then I'm gonna turn it this way and just do tiny little teeny petals like this. And if I need the flash cure in between to hold it into place, then do that. And these tiny little leaves is kind of like you're doing 2 little commas. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 little comma. I'm gonna do the second comma. And then if you need to dip your brush back in, and then you fill in the center, and then you can pull out a little bit to get a nice little like point. And then flash cure. So let's go with the lighter green and then the darker green. And we're gonna do, once again, 1 little comma, 2 little commas, and fill this up. And we're just gonna go down the line like this. I'm gonna alternate between all of these green. 1, 2, and fill in. And then we'll flash cure. So next we're gonna do those purple flowers. And what I'm gonna do, I'm almost gonna do the same concept as I did this. I'm gonna take this dark purple up here, and I'm just gonna use this as a line and a guide as to where I want those flowers. And that's it. I'm gonna do, and if I go over this green that we just did, that is perfectly okay. Remember, we were doing those background images first, and everything is going to be layered on top. Everything is going to be layered on top of each other. So now that I have this, I'm going to flash cure really quickly. Then with the same concept as the green, how we mix both of the colors, I'm gonna do that with the purple. So we're gonna dip in and just go in and do tiny little teeny dots and then flash cure along the way. And if you need to clean off your dotting tool or your brush in between while you do this, then go right ahead. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to alternate the dots. So I'm going to go here like this. If I need to dip back in, then I dip back in my palette. So it'll look something like this when I'm done. I'm going to use a bigger dotting tool for this time. Dip in, and you do your dots. This is really simple, easy, lines and dots. We're going to dip back in, go 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to do 4 instead of 5. And I'm going to pull in so they look like tiny little like droplets. Okay. And flash cure. And I'm actually going to be able to add a tiny little one like right over here to still give it 5. It'll just, yep, right there. Flash cure. And now I'm going to put this in the lamp for a full cure. From Magic Gel, I'm going to go in with their styler gel, and this one is silver. And this is what it looks like. Dip in. Do a dot like this in the middle of all of those big flowers. I'm gonna do one right over here. Okay, so you have those tiny little silver dots. It just brings everything together. So now what I want to do with both of these is, since there's some of this nail art is slightly raised, so instead of doing a top coat, I'm gonna actually go in with this from Magic Gel, and this is their clear builder. I'm gonna do a small thin layer of this clear builder gel on, and then I'm gonna buff it and do a top coat. That way everything will be nice and smooth and you won't feel that raised bumps from the dots from the nail art, just in case if you have a client that does not like to have a textured feel. Now that both of them are out of the lamp, let's wipe off the tacky layer. And I'm literally just going to lightly smooth out the surface with my buffer. And now at this point, once you clean off the dust, you can either go in with the shiny top coat or a matte top coat. I'm going to go in with the shiny top coat. So for my shiny top coat, I'm going to use the Tactless Hyper Shine. Everything is just going to look nice. That top coat is just going to bring everything together. Here's everything once it's finished. And once again, for one last time, here is the AI image compared to what I did. And I actually like my version compared to the AI. I am going to be honest. I know some people are not a fan of recreating AI because it is a computer generated nail image. I just wanted to show you that it is possible to recreate AI. You're just doing your own version of that image, and this is how mine came out. So let me know in the comment section of this video, do you like my little AI recreating series that I'm doing right now? Everything I used will be listed in the description box of this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.